What's going on, Raider Vision? We're coming to you live from the Golden Dome Athletic Center, downtown Newark, New Jersey. It is time for the preseason preview. Let's talk fall sports. Let's talk men's soccer. And who better to represent the Scarlet Raiders than these two gentlemen to my right? Let's give it up, hailing all the way from Bolton, England. We've got Jake Milne at the forward position, and to Jake's left, we've got sophomore J.P. Solano from Cresskill, New Jersey. Boys, welcome to the house. So glad you could be here from your crazy preseason schedule. We want to thank you so much for joining us. Lots to look forward to, lots of expectations. ECAC champions last year. You guys are still underclassmen. You got a heck of a coach in Kevin East, and a deep team this year. Again, a technical team. JP, I'm going to start with you, center mid. Tell me a little bit about what it's like for you to be back in the fold with a year of experience under your belt and some of the success this team had. How do you build on it for you yourself personally and from a team point of view as well?
Well, first, thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Last year was definitely a good year. We won the ECAC, so I was definitely happy with that. And, we still got a lot of returners. We graduated 4 seniors, so we still got a lot of players from last year. From that, the people all around us that we have good players. We're a really good program. So, personally, for me, it just pushes me every day to get better, And as a team, I think we're just really strong all around.
JP, talk about maybe one thing that you learned last year that you could sort of look back on and say, there was a period of growth for me, or I feel like I started to belong, and maybe individually, what kind of strengths do you bring to this team?
Definitely something I learned from the beginning was maybe at the beginning of the season, I really wasn't getting as much playing time. And, coming from like club soccer, high school soccer, whatever, where I was playing a lot. It was definitely something new where I wasn't playing at all, and it just told me to keep my head down, keep working, and just stay locked in, and my chance would come.
And Jake, JP brings up a good point, and once again, welcome, Jake.
Thank you.
That inner competition, you individually last year, I think we all could see kind of a progression, especially at the position you play, a little bit more spotlight at the forward position. Tell me what that inner competition and pushing each other does overall for team success in terms of trying to fight for those minutes and playing time.
The team's very competitive. We got to fight for our spots. There's no guaranteed positions, and I think we thrive off that. We build upon it, and we're a family at the same time. We want the best for each other, but we also got to fight for these positions, and it's healthy competition at the end of the day. We love it. We all love it.
You talk about that inner competition, and as you guys know, being college student athletes, you've got this sort of progression, right? The seniors move on, you guys start to move up. A generational player that I can't not speak about in Franco Catania. Jake, I'll start with you. What was it like learning from a guy like that? And really, if Franco only kind of comes around once in a while, the ECAC Offensive Player of the Year, the list is long of that guy's accolades. First, how do you fill that void, and if you can at all? And secondly, what was it like playing with a guy who was so talented offensively?
Franco, he was something else. You can't fill his boots. No one can. He's the GOAT. But you got to deal with it. He was always going to go. We knew that, but the time's come. And I think we will miss his individual presence, but as a team, I think it'll make us stronger. We're going to play together more as a team, and I think it's not a loss. Well, it's a big loss, but I think we can still work with it.
Jake, for maybe some viewers that aren't familiar with you guys or the team or some of the parents or family of freshman players, can you talk a little bit about the boots that will be filled, though? Maybe talk about 1 or 2 other offensive players that you think will be players to watch and that you look forward to playing to this season.
I think Aslan Kat, he is a great player. I think he's gonna scare a lot of fullbacks this season, and yeah, I think he's ready. He's definitely someone to look out for.
And JP, when it comes to strategy, and what have you learned from Coach East as far as your positional play at midfield? And Rutgers-Newark, in my opinion, has had more of a reputation as being a technical team. Mm-hmm. You may not be the biggest or the fastest, but you guys do work hard. And break it down for us a little bit about strategy this year and the things that you're looking forward to as it relates to the X's and O's of the game.
I mean, one of the things that I really love about this program that definitely when I was getting recruited didn't find anywhere else was that Coach really prioritized possession and keeping the ball on the floor and just touching it. And that's one way I really like to play, and I think that's the right way to play soccer. So
absolutely, great point. And Jake, I've heard too, with a little bit of nosing around that a lot of young faces, a heavy roster with a little emphasis on the youth of this team. Could you talk a little bit about the depth this year, and do you think you have what it takes to live up to this preseason third in the NJAC in the coaches poll? A little bit of pressure there too.
I mean, the freshmen that have come in, they're very, very good players, strong, and it helps, like we were saying, with the competition. So I think the freshmen that have come in, great players, also people to look out for. And,
Defensively, if you want to maybe touch upon a few guys, JP, like a Marlon Rodriguez or some of these guys that, again, bring a lot of experience to the pitch and have been the stalwarts of the back line. And just talk a little bit about that because, of course, at the midfield position, you are playing on both sides. Yeah. So how important are those relationships with those teammates positionally for you as far as it comes to being successful on the field?
I mean, I definitely think it's important. Those are the guys behind us, so they're really talking to us, and that's one great thing about our back line. They're really vocal, so they're always helping out in the midfield, telling us where to be, what we should do, like what to look out for. So that's great. So, I mean, if you get beat, there's no worry that our back line has got our back too.
Jake, one thing I noticed about you, I feel like you're one of those guys that you're hard not to watch because you move in space well, you can be explosive when need be, and it almost seems like you embrace that attention a little bit. Yeah. Would that be fair to say? And do you accept that responsibility, and do you enjoy being in the spotlight?
I mean, I don't care about the spotlight. I just got to do my job, score the goals, help the team, link with different people, and get the team up, and also provide the forward runs, and to get the goals. So, yeah.
I gotcha. And JP, we got a chance to see some of the rivalries in the NJAC, and you guys are ranked third in the preseason poll. One thing about you guys, you may not be the biggest or most physical, but you guys come to play and you don't back down. Win or lose, and I'm not pumping your tires, it's fun to watch that because you guys, there's some of you that even play on the edge a little bit, which I think is completely necessary for emotion and pushing the envelope a little bit, maybe not going close to the edge, not going over it, but how important is it to compete on such a competitive conference without going over the edge, but bringing that emotion that's needed and physicality that's needed in a very competitive NJAC?
I think it's definitely really important. That's one thing that we really look to do. We look to bring the energy every game. From the first minute, we're looking to get stuck into every tackle. We want to be first to every ball. That's really what we're trying to do.
You guys open up on the road at Lebanon Valley, and the home opener will be against St. Joe's of Brooklyn. Are you able to even start to process that and circle certain rivalry games on the calendar, or is it more of a day at a time, Jake?
Yeah, I think we're taking each game as it comes and focusing on specific games and building, just trying to become more of a team and establish that foundation which we can build upon for each game.
And JP, are you excited for the group that you have right now, and what's it been like during this preseason phase?
Definitely really excited. We've got great talent in the team, definitely with the returners, especially with the new guys too. I mean, I think we have a really great team to come for this next season.
Are there any young guys that have come in that you can maybe share specifically that you think have a lot of potential and upside? Maybe one or two of the younger guys that have stood out so far for you, or anybody?
I mean, maybe one that has stuck out to me the most is probably this kid Frank Lozano. He's pretty fast, actually really fast. One of the fastest people I've ever seen run. And
Really? What's his name one more time?
Frank Lozano.
Okay, Frank, we'll look for him.
Very fast, very physical, just a great player. But yeah, I mean, all our freshmen I think are very good. I think they really contribute to the team, and I think they all definitely have a chance to play this year.
And Jake, finally, we've talked about this before last season, but being one of the few international guys on this team and such a football, I should say, rich history in the UK, what perspective do you think you bring to this team that might be able to lend itself in a positive way to your teammates?
I think maybe adding some more aggression to the team and just being patient with it as well, not forcing play, keeping hold of the ball, picking the right time to attack, and that's what I think I bring.
I got it. Well, we can't thank you guys enough for coming out. Good luck the rest of the preseason. Lebanon Valley, just I guess a week or so away, and the home opener following after that. Jake Milne, J.P. Solano, 2023 version of Rutgers-Newark men's soccer. We better see you at the pitch, Frederick Douglass Field. If not, you can tune in live to every home game on Raider Vision. Johnny Heff with the play-by-play. You're going to be seeing a lot more of these guys as well. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. We will see you real soon.